Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Today I will be showing you how to make pesto. It is a nicely summer dip or dressing that you can use for many occasions. So let's get right into it. I start off with roasting some pine nuts in a pan with a little bit of oil, not too much so that they get nicely golden color. And I strain the oil and put it on a little bit of kitchen paper to absorb the last bit of oil and let it cool down. Now it's time to do everything together. We waited for a nicely 10-20 minutes so that all the oil could be absorbed by the kitchen paper, and so it's time to mix everything in. I'm cutting down the basil and I'm using the stems as well, and everything goes in, or at least at this point my blender is not that big. So first thing that I'm doing is I'm doing the basil and the oil. I'm turning the basil into a smooth paste and I'm adding about 25 grams of garlic oil to get that nice garlicky flavor already. And then I'm adding another 175 grams of olive oil to the mix. Now I'm turning the blender on at this point so that it can become a nice big smooth paste, and that all the basil is been very fine as well. And I'm also having more space in my blender to add all the other ingredients. And so while the blender is turning and it is going for around 2 minutes, I would like to ask you to please hit that like button and subscribe button if you like the things that I'm making. It really appreciates that much. And let me know in the comments down below where you're all using this pesto for, or what is your favorite pesto dish. Now, the basil became a smooth paste, so it's time to add the rest. Parmesan goes in, pine nuts go in, but because it's a thicker or a thick-ish paste already, it also means that we need to add a little bit of more oil. Now you can add normal sunflower oil or rapeseed oil to make it a little bit more liquid, because olive oil gets thicker when it's cooled or in the fridge. But of course, if you want, just add some more olive oil. It is merely, or like, it's just so that the blender can keep mixing it without destroying it, so that it doesn't get stuck, it doesn't burn out the motor. It just needs some more oil. It doesn't need to be a lot, maybe 50 grams, maybe 100 milliliters. It is just so that everything can get blended in smoothly. Now once the blender is going again, I will leave this turning for another 2 minutes. Since it was already a nice fine paste of basil, it just needs to grind up now all the cheese and mix it all together with the pine nuts and the rest of the basil. So it doesn't need to take on long. Maybe this entire process takes about 10-15 minutes. The longest part is just letting the roasted pine nuts cool down. If you don't want to do it, you can almost do it in one go. After turning on the blender like for a few minutes, just put it in a jar. Just any jar will do, like a nice plastic container, and just leave it in the fridge and you're all done. Please enjoy your delicious pesto for whatever you want to use it.